Am I the asshole for being shirtless around my roommate's girlfriend and refusing to stop? Okay, so some background. Ever since high school, I'd walk around without my shirt or socks on when I'm just relaxing in my own home since I have hyperhidrosis and I sweat terribly through my armpits and feet, and I don't like wearing damp clothes. I don't know why, it just really bothers me. I change socks like 3 times a day. In college, I was self-conscious about my family always hounding me to eat more and put on weight, so I started working out and never stopped. So I got reasonably large, as one would expect. Later, I moved in with my current roommate, who at the time was single but eventually got a girlfriend. In the past, I'd usually put on a shirt when I'm just chilling in the living room, but I'd never put on a shirt when I'm hanging out in my room and I'm just leaving to grab a drink or something. When his girlfriend first started coming over to the apartment, I'd obviously make sure I looked presentable, showered, fully clothed, etc. But then she started coming over regularly and I started to get more comfortable with her. One day she was over, but again, at this point she started practically living here. And I finally thought, nah, I don't need to throw on a shirt to go get a drink. So I left my room, no shirt or socks, and did my business while they watched Netflix on the living room couch. I did this throughout the day to make a sandwich or dinner, or to go grab another drink or something. Sometimes I'd make small talk with her, like ask how she's doing and stuff, and then go back to my room. At the time, I didn't think anything of it, but then the next day he came up to me and told me they both thought I was trying to flex on him and hit on his girlfriend or some shit. I'm single right now, in the douchiest, creepiest way possible. He then told me we'd have problems if I kept being weird around his girlfriend. At this point, I got kind of pissed. It's not a big deal for me to throw on a shirt, but just the way he approached me about it pissed me off, and told him that I'm the one who pays rent, not this semi-permanent resident of a girlfriend, so I'll walk around my apartment however the fuck I want. He thinks I'm an ass. I disagree. Am I the asshole? For clarification, the girlfriend wasn't like psyched about it, but she wasn't really uncomfortable or too mad about it either. It was mostly my roommate who had the problem with it. Also, the girlfriend had lived in the apartment for a week straight at this point, as in sleeping, showering, and eating here, which I honestly don't mind since it's his apartment too. Part of the reason I was mad was that I thought that should afford me the right to walk around shirtless. Then I'm not sure. I'm not too sure how that stuff works though. Final edit. I only small talked with his girlfriend because that's my way of being nice since I'm not super close with her. I feel like I don't need to do the same thing to my roommate since I've known him for some time now, so we don't small talk all that much. Fair enough. Maybe that's wrong though. Lastly, I mentioned working out since I think that's part of the reason he was mad. I think he'd be less mad if I was thinner, but then again, this is just my side of the story. Up for your interpretation. So, I'm gonna say, not the asshole. Maybe this person, the original poster, could have kept in mind the fact that he's probably happy with his appearance and shirtless body, which in turn is probably going to make the other guy naturally feel uncomfortable if he's standing in front of his girlfriend with his pecs out or something like that. I mean, that's kind of common sense, but at the same time, ultimately it is his apartment and she's just visiting, so yeah, it's not really fair to impose a different set of rules when your girlfriend comes over to the place you're sharing. So yeah, I'm just gonna say that's pretty easy. Not the asshole here. The roommate is a little bit. I mean, he can express his frustrations, and that doesn't make him an asshole. But if he tries to impose rules in a shared house, then he is the asshole. Well, it says that. Yeah, it kept being weird. We'd have problems if he kept being weird. So it's sort of like an interpretation thing. He's subjectively annoyed. Maybe the guy should just keep walking around shirtless but ignore his girlfriend if that makes the guy feel more comfortable about it. I'd say that's probably a good solution. But then the girlfriend might feel weird and then she's going to think her boyfriend's kind of making it weird when it doesn't have to be. Because maybe he should talk to her about it and ask, oh yeah, no, he did actually. So, I mean, if they talked about it and think it's kind of weird, then I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to say not the asshole. But I'm ready to check the comments. And Reddit says, not the asshole. Good. I am with the majority today. He sounds immature, honestly. If you're just getting a drink, saying hi and passing, I don't think that's a big deal. He's one who constantly has her over and she doesn't live there. Exactly. Feel free to point out to him that you do go shirtless all the time and she's not around, so it's not like you were doing it to hit on her. It's just that if she's going to be around all the time, then I'm going to be uncomfortable. It also sounds like your roommate needs to hit the gym. Exactly, because he's got the insecurities. My body's not threatened by yours. Yeah, pretty much. Let's check the controversial, because it's always good. to hear an opposing viewpoint. Everyone sucks here. I understand where you're coming from, but if a female used to live with all the dudes, and I personally hated when she did, used to live with all dudes, hated when they walk around shirtless. It is your house, but you also have to respect the wishes of your roommate. I mean, sort of. Who also pays rent. Neither of you are handling the situation in the correct way. You should go figure out a solution with your roommate. I don't know. I think it's a bit of a simple sort of idea, but still, I asked for it, so yeah. So I'm fairly certain this is a not the asshole case. So thanks for listening, and I will speak to you next time. Feel free to leave me a comment if you disagree or agree or want to tell me I'm retarded. I probably shouldn't use that word, but yeah, thanks.